it's Kara. So today I'm showing you how to do my braids. So I'm just starting off with my hair sectioned off. It was freshly washed and I'm just separating them so it'll be easier for me to part. Now I'm looking into about 3 different mirrors. The one behind me you see was on my door. I just pulled it closer. There's a handheld mirror in my drawer and there's a mirror on my sink. I just kind of have to do what I do in college when I don't have my big mirror at home. So I use a shining gem to help keep my hair together because I'm super duper natural, and it's going to help it stay into the braid. Then I work it in and get ready to put on my rubber band. Now the key about this is you have to make sure that your parts are straight by using the mirrors. That's why I'm looking down so much and using my fingers, the comb, all of that, just to make sure it still looks nice and neat. Okay, so now I'm taking my rubber band. After putting all that shining gel on it, I'm connecting the rubber band to my hair and making the rubber band as tight as possible so that my braids can look as neat as possible. Never stress how good it is to make them things neat. And here is my first part. Now I'm gonna go through and do some more. Okay, so I've done about a half of my head. Going through, taking my comb, parting it, putting shining gem on it, rubber band. So part, comb through, shining gem, rubber band. Those are the steps. As you also see, I'm looking into the front mirror now to look backwards. And I mean, it really depends on how it works for you best. This is how it works for me when I get higher up on my head. And I did some more around the perimeter, and I got pretty tired of doing this, so I was like, Kara, it's time to just start braiding. You done did a lot. So on to the braiding. I'm using the 2x jumbo braid shake and go QUE Kanekalon hair. This bag cost $6.99 for 2 packs of braids in it. Now I'm taking the packaging off. I usually use this hair most because, well, it's the only one that I find in Ombre, but it's worked for me before. It's just super duper long and I can't cut it because if I cut it in half, then the ombre part will pretty much be messed up. So all I'm doing is just combing it out and detangling it so it'll be easier for me to install into my head. And those are the pieces that I use. So for braiding, I use a shining gem and put them on my ends of my hairs so that it will fit into the braid and hopefully stay securely in there. So the braid, I put a finger through the middle of it, I twist it and make it into 3 strands so that I can braid. Because you know, for braiding it takes 3 strands, so I just use this hair to do it and make it as even as possible. Now separate them between my fingers to make it the most comfortable for myself. And I just add my hair to one of the strands of the hair and just braid regularly. Sometimes it might be tricky, but I am going to slow it down a little bit later so you can see how it's done. So for braiding, I just go over, under, take one finger and grab another piece underneath the top piece. That's kind of confusing, but if you just watch it, you'll see how I take a finger and go underneath it to grab the next piece. And then you just braid all the way down. It's low-key kind of hard, I would say, to keep the back ones actually pretty neat, which is something that I'm working on, but it's just like moving from the back to the front, it's just a little bit harder. So now I'm at the end of the braid, and when I say these are long, I'm 4'11", short, and these mugs be going all the way down to my butt. And then I add some more shining gem in there a little bit so that it'll help keep the braids looking a little bit more neat together. Okay, so I've done a lot of it, as you can see, and I am starting on the side of my hair for you guys to see how I do it. I'm going to detangle it, tease it just a little bit because it's still ombre, you don't want to mess it up. Put your finger through and twist to make 3 strands. Put some more shining gem at the ends. And now I add the piece of my hair to one of the strands and just braid it in naturally. It's going to be kind of hard to see because I braid with my knuckles. So I put a strand on and I just start braiding underneath. It'll seem like it's not attached just yet, but as you braid, it will be tighter. It will definitely tighten up. So I go under and grab. And I pull the pieces apart and I go underneath and grab. Sometimes I stop because it tangles up, but this way works best for me. And I keep going under and grabbing, making sure it's detangled. Take the top part, pull it to the side, and grab the next piece. You might have to replay this part a couple of times to actually get the gist of it. So I grabbed some more shiny gem to make sure my actual hair is blended in with the braiding hair so that none of my hair will be poking out, because like I said, I am natural and that's very prone to happen, especially when it's humid outside. Then I just keep braiding down, over, under, and this part you guys know, just braiding. It's kind of hard, I feel like, with the rubber bands to get it super close to the scalp, because for some reason if you braid too tight or too loose, the rubber band is shown or exposed. So I also have to figure out ways to fix that as well. You're going to see later on how it looks when the rubber bands are basically coming out of the braids, I guess you can say. Okay, so I finished that braid, and now I'm just showing you how the braids look because of the rubber bands. And I see it's like poking out just a little bit. I haven't found a way just yet to get those disguised, but it does not look bad when it's all done. It just like kind of pokes out. Maybe if you braid less tight or something, the rubber band won't be exposed. So here is my finished look. Yes, your girl finally finished. It took me, I guess you could say, about 5 hours to finish it. Maybe longer because I really be taking my time. So now it's time to dip those ends because they're looking just a little bit ratchet. So first I'm taking a bag and putting it on the floor so that I can cut the ends of my hair downwards because they're all different lengths. So to make it look like it's more layered, just take your scissors and you're gonna cut it downwards in a diagonal way so that it's not a straight blunt cut, because we do not want blunt cut braids. That will not look good. Well, that doesn't look good all the time. It depends on if it's actually wanted or not. So yeah, that's how that side looks, and then on the other side makes a big difference. You can do this before or after you dip the braid, it's totally up to you, but I just do it before so it'll be less tangled. Then I just go through and fix any ends that might be coming apart. Okay, so on to the dippage. So I just took a random cup in my room, put some water in it, and threw it in the microwave, aka a college hack. So I put it on like 3 to 5 minutes and made sure it's really hot. Now when I first did my braids, I just put them all in there just so they can get wet. And they come out a little bit tangled, which is fine. Just go through and kind of detangle it with your towel. I know they look a little raggedy now, but just trust the process. This is just to help it to get less puffy than it already was. So you can dip them back in there again. So if you dip them twice into the hot water, it helps it to become more neat. So I dipped each side about 2 times and I got it to my liking. And then I dried them off. So for the logistics of this hair, I got 2 packs of the ombre hair. But I really needed 3 packs. So I used some leftover hair that I had when I did ombre hair before. But it just didn't really work with 2 of those bags. So altogether you might need 6 of those little bags if you had little bags, but mine came in packs of 2 in each, so I would have got 3 packs. And this is my finished product. You might see the different colors because of the other hair that I used, but yeah, I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.